Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Monday, June 6, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. Just a reminder of the big picture. It was 7 weeks ago, last week, that we settled above a 5-month descending channel top at 93.59. That then set up 150.46. We'd mentioned as a 3 to 5 month likelihood, and 3 to 5 weeks later, we are and have been for the last few weeks actually. I can't say that we've been approaching it because we've been stalling out. I can get to the daily chart here actually and show, this is sort of the all of last week. 145 even is a double top now in the market. That was Monday and then Thursday. The double top fell away. We do have 141.14, this rising channel bottom, preceded by this horizontal 141.52. 141.52, we've dropped to a minor point only. It really is resting on 141.14 as our pivot point through the rest of the week, above which our objective at 150.46 remains in reach by the end of next week. In fact, 145 even, the double top from last week, can contain intraday highs. We could trade inside the 141.14 to 145 even area for the next day or two, perhaps, if history repeats. But closing above 145 even is the likelier outcome, so long as we're above 141.14, because 3-week momentum remains intact above 141.14. 150.46 likely by Friday's close, possibly within 1 to 3 days if we close today above 145 even. 150.46 is that channel top that we have on the weekly chart here. And 153.13 is nothing more than the all-time high that was put out. I think that was in January. Yes, January was the high. So you can see that is the range that still remains a big picture objective following that settlement above 93.59 about 7 weeks ago. And yes, holding above 141.14 will keep it in reach by the end of next week. By the end of this week, with a settlement today above 145 even. In the low 150s, we can top out through July, even well into the third quarter, and fall away. Over the following 3 to 5 weeks, excuse me, we can fall back to this 2-month rising channel bottom at 127.32, which I'll talk more about in a moment. But let's get back to 141.14.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
Breaking 141.14, I don't see 135.29 in reach today. The volatility is just not there. It would be a settlement today below 141.14 that I think is your go with sell signal, 3 to 5 day swing traders, down to 135.29. And 135.29 is a classic, pretty horizontal channel bottom. I like it still because it lines up roughly with this inside channel on the weekly chart at 134.79. And so, bear with me here. 135.29, a 3 to 5 day target if we close today below 141.14. If we break 141.14 today, 138.83 in reach. But if we close below 141.14, if you're long and you're a 1 to 2 week or 3 to 5 day swing trader, I see no good reason to remain long. You want to either be out of the market or short, anticipating 135.29, where a short position can cover itself and long entry pursuit on not only a 3 to 5 day, but even a 2 to 3 week swing trade back into the low 150s. If we close then below 135.29, we expect within 3 to 5 more days 127.32. Now, as we continue into later month, Over the next 2 weeks, these two, the 2-month rising channel bottom and this 3-week channel bottom, they all converge. This is more like a 2-week channel bottom. They converge entirely. So this narrowing zone is our base of near to midterm support, able to absorb selling as we move through July, and we can round up into the low 150s from there. But closing below 127.32 is a good high, at least an indication thereof, not only through July, but possibly into the later third quarter. We'll be covering that closely. I really want to see what the high is. We'll see it more in hindsight as we're testing 135.29. If we're testing 135.29, then we can begin making those preparations for what are the key support levels below 127.32. I would not necessarily anticipate a full bearish route all the way back into the low 90s. I don't see that with a settlement below the 127.32 formation. I would be looking for 5/8 downside Fibonacci's, et cetera, and we'll cover that very closely, certainly as if it were to play out. But this is our pivot point for the day and into later week, above which 150.46 likely our target by the end of next week. And if we close below 141.14, I would expect 135.29 by the end of the week, where we could bottom out through the following week. Now, last week, WickedStocks.com put out 2 stock picks, Lam Research and Danaher Corporation. The previous week, Tempest AI, Adobe Systems, Dana Holdings, all of them are still relevant, still viewable, and still free for 5 days if you go to wickedstocks.com and take advantage of our 5-day free trial. With that, you'll also get this week's daily Triple Q and daily SPY analysis and our weekly Apple stock analysis. So check us out at wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of that 5-day free trial. I will be back, of course, tomorrow with Tuesday's NVIDIA, and you have a great day.